This presentation focuses on Allium canadense, otherwise known as meadow garlic. Meadow garlic is a perennial plant which grows naturally in North America. It has star-like flowers that come in either pink or white. This is a wild plant that is often considered a weed. Meadow garlic is interchangeably known as wild garlic or wild onion since it's grown from a bulb. It is edible, although commercial garlic is obviously much more popular. You can pick these plants in the wild, but it's not recommended to do so unless you do your research. Death camas can be mistaken for meadow garlic due to the similar bulbs and their white flowers. As you can see in the bottom picture, death camas and a wild onion are so similar that if you didn't do your research beforehand, they're just two different sizes of onions. But obviously not, because death camas are toxic to people. You can tell the difference between the two easily by smell. Meadow garlic has an unmistakable sulfurous smell that death camas do not. The flower structure of death camas is also different, but the smell is the easiest and the most popular tell. This overpowering smell is so famous that it has actual historical significance. Chicago was called Chicago by the Native Americans there due to the smell of the naturally occurring onions and garlic plants. There were so many that the whole place just stunk. Chicago can be translated as the skunk place. The smell is due to the chemical allicin that is released by the plant. It's very powerful when the plant is crushed, so you can imagine the smell when walking through a large patch of garlic. Meadow garlic itself is called skunkweed and is thought to be the main contributor to the skunk place's name. One of the main uses for meadow garlic is as a pest deterrent. The same chemical that causes the stink is also the one that causes animals and bugs to stay away. According to an account from the Meadow tribe, in the summer, when they hunted in the woods, they would wear less clothes. And in order to avoid the pests, they would crush the meadow garlic and rub it over their exposed skin. This was reported to drive away spiders, specifically tarantulas, scorpions, and even snakes. They only used it topically due to the smell, as they didn't want to eat something that was so smelly. People have been using garlic in general for over 5,000 years. Specifically, meadow garlic's uses have been varied, as it's been a tincture to treat worms, colic, and croup, and it's also been digested as an anti-asthmatic, a strong laxative, and a diuretic. The bulb and leaves are edible, although the bulb is the most common part eaten. Not many Native American tribes have cooked it, but when they did, they cut it up, boiled it, and then put it into grease and cooked it like a stir-fry. And sometimes they added other vegetables and roots. It should be noted that, like other allium species, eating too much meadow garlic can be toxic. This isn't really a concern for adults, as the toxicity isn't actually due to an outright poisonous compound, but to an accumulation of chemicals over a long period of time, or just outright eating too much in one setting. But this is more of a warning for very young children and pets, since this is considered a weed and thereby being easily accessible in your backyard. Despite this, meadow garlic is a great resource to be aware about. It's not just a weed. You can actually use it.